Excitement builds for Kentuckians to see the total solar eclipse. Most people are prepping on how to best enjoy the moment.
Yeah, people. But as WKYT's Alexa Minton explains, you might also want to prepare your four-legged friends for the great American eclipse.
It's not hard to feel the excitement spread for the solar eclipse as folks across the state are preparing to view this rare event. And the excitement has spread as far as our animal friends, too.
It's a lot like a sudden storm blowing up. So when you see changes in behavior like running for cover and that sort of thing, a lot of that is because to them, when it suddenly gets dark, they think there's a storm coming, and you just see a little bit of anxious behavior from animals during an eclipse.
Researchers have observed all sorts of animals during past solar eclipses and tracked how their behavior might shift during periods of totality. Most animals treat the event like an overcast sky or storm, but with this one being a total solar eclipse, animal behavior might shift. Max Stone from Elmwood Stock Farm said that chickens will treat the darkness as if it's nighttime.
So it's a protection mechanism. They go on roost usually it's a rail, and the wild it would be a tree limb or somewhere safe and protected. They go the same spot every night and that's their safe place.
Most times our pets are reacting directly to our behavior and excitement. So in order to keep our furry friends calm, it'll be important to soothe any animal anxiety before we head into the period of totality.
I don't think we need to worry about providing like ocular protection for cats and dogs. The compulsion to stare directly at the sun is a uniquely human experience.
So make sure your animals are squared away before April 8th, so that way we can keep those eyes on the sky. For WKYT, I'm First Alert meteorologist Alexa Minton.
All right, so to get ready, it is recommended that you prepare your pets like you usually do if there's an incoming storm. They will react to the quick change in the light about the same way, even without the sounds of the storm.